Hi, I'm Vivian Fuller-Love, and welcome to Real Critics, where we take you behind the scene and on the set of the hottest films in Hollywood. From star-studded film premieres to on-set interviews with your favorite celebrities, we're your front row ticket to Tinseltown. We've got a very special show for you this week. We're here at Dallas's Angelica Film Center, where we're recapping the very best of the 44th Annual USA Film Festival. Now, each spring, the stars descend upon Dallas for one of the premier festivals in the country. This year's festival was no exception, with icons like Morgan Fairchild, Ed Harris, and Linda Gray all in attendance. The amazing John Turturro kicked things off on opening night with his new comedy, Fading Gigolo. In the film, Turturro plays a middle-aged man who decides to become a Don Juan in order to help raise some money for his financially challenged friend Murray, played superbly by the hysterical Woody Allen. With Murray as his manager, the two soon find themselves at the crossroads of love and money.
I have a very funny story to tell you. Today I was at my dermatologist. She tells me she was with her girlfriend. They came to the conclusion that they both wanted to have a menage. She asked me, do I know anybody? I said, yeah, it'll cost you $1,000. I was thinking of you.
Me? I am not a beautiful man.
You have a certain kind of sex appeal.
Are you on drugs?
Apart from my Zoloft, no.
So what's the split?
I saw myself getting a small fee.
No. You do this often.
No.
It's like candy, having sex with you. You're top shelf, hard to reach. That's what makes you so good.
How many times did you do it with her? More than once? I'm very impressed. This makes it official.
I'm your hoe.
You're not going to believe it. We're in demand. We got another customer, maybe more. Oh, Gigolo, it's in the music business. They, there's the music, the lyrics, and the Gigolo part of it.
Have you ever done it before? Menage a trois?
Yeah, in 1977, during the blackout. Nobody could see anything, but it was still very pleasant.
Maybe I should try him. Do you have any idea what goes on inside a woman's head? A woman is meant to be looked at, or else she'll just fade away.
Everybody needs contact. They need love. They need affection. They need passion.
Do you know such a person?
I do.
A widow, huh?
Yes. Is that part of the therapy?
When you're ready.
I want to get a little rainbow coalition here. Which one of these chosen people do you want to play with?
There's a certain woman in our community. I never seen her smile. Not like this.
So this is what you do?
I guess so.
Bring magic to the lonely.
If you're a pimp, you gotta have a name.
What about Dan Bongo?
It's nice to meet you, Dan.
Hey, Virgil and Dan, be the best you can.
Now that is an A-list cast. Fading Gigolo is playing in limited theatrical release, so check your local listings for showings at a theater near you. The film is rated R for some sexual content, language, and brief nudity. Now when we come back, Paul Marsarelli isn't asking that question, can you hear me now, anymore. And trust me, film lovers are hearing him loud and clear. Stay tuned. And welcome back to Real Critics. Now for years, we heard Paul Marsarelli ask that age-old question, can you hear me now? The actor, who became universally known as the Verizon Guy, has taken a step behind the scenes to write and produce the new drama Clutter, which also screened at the USA Film Festival. Carol Kane stars in this film and plays an extreme hoarder. When the health department threatens to take her home, her children unite to try and convince their mom to depart with her precious collection of, well, everything. In the process, they uncover a lifetime of resentment and grief.
Did you see? Did you see all the people out in the yard?
They're coming back on Friday, Mom. Friday.
They want me out of here. They're just gonna have to drag me out feet first.
just selling houses, Penny. We're creating places for people to store their dreams.
Keep.
So, where's the trash?
We're sitting on it.
LA. You believe it? California's so far, far, far away. How are these girls gonna get by without you,
You're never coming back. You ain't in here, and I know it.
No, I don't.
I have to broaden my circle of acquaintances if all my friends are gonna abandon me for points west.
Who the hell are you?
Who the hell are you?
I'm not gonna hide away in this apartment with you for the rest of my life.
Just when you thought you were safe, she sucks you back in.
Isn't she beautiful?
She's very pretty, Mom.
Can we go, please?
Honey, Charlie? With a car?
Nice, Ma.
No release date has been announced for Clutter just yet. It's still making the film festival rounds, but we'll keep you in the loop right here on Real Critics. When we come back, we're going to take a look at another USA Film Fest favorite, Don McKellar's The Grand Seduction. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Real Critics, where we're featuring all the highlights from the USA Film Festival. Director Dan McKellar was one of the closing night festival presenters with his new comedy, The Grand Seduction, starring Taylor Kitsch. Kitsch plays a big city doctor who finds himself in a small fishing village who's trying to entice a physician to work there permanently. The locals pull out all the stops to try and seduce the young doc to stay.
Hear ye, hear ye. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to announce that a doctor is coming for 1 month. If the doctor chooses to stay here, we gets the factory.
What did the factory make?
They make jobs. Who wants to work again? Now we have to make Dr. Paul Lewis believe that Ticklehead is the finest place to call home. Enjoy our beautiful harbor. All I'm asking is to adopt a flirtatious attitude towards the doctor. No.
Hello, I'm Paul.
Terrific.
I'm not talking about intercourse.
Intercourse.
Finding money. Nothing makes me happier. I mean, you're walking along, and then bam, there's $5 just lying there.
Just find that? I just found him right there.
The doctor loves cricket.
Is this for real?
Jumping Jesus.
What do we do? We have no idea how to play cricket.
Both teams won?
Let's get back to the boat.
Have a seat. In.
Anything else? It's no longer athlete's foot, it's athlete's leg. Turn it up. Put it on speakers.
So how is it, the town you're in?
Medical opinion, inbreeding.
Who here has a case of creeping athlete's foot? Frank? How was your first day?
Busy. Real busy.
If I was there, I'd take one of them flat bats and I'd beat the crap at every last one. It's like watching baseball, only longer.
Hi. So, I've been drinking.
That's exactly what a girl wants to hear when a stranger knocks on her door in the middle of the night.
Not too close now.
Sorry.
I miss you.
What would you do if you were here?
What would I do?
Tell me.
Love of God, tell her.
The Grand Seduction is set to open in limited theatrical release in June, so check your local listings for showings at theaters near you. The film is rated PG-13 for some suggestive material and language. When we come back, we'll take a look at what's new in theaters this week. Don't you move. Welcome back to Real Critics. Now, I certainly hope that you've enjoyed our recap of the 44th Annual USA Film Festival. If you'd like to get involved with the organization, just visit them online at usafilmfestival.com. Now, while you may have to wait a little while to see some of the films that we featured on our show, you can check out the world's most famous monster when he storms into theaters next week. You can run, but you can't hide from Godzilla.
I want to talk to somebody in charge. You are not fooling anybody when you say that what happened was a natural disaster. You're lying. It was not an earthquake. It wasn't a typhoon. Because what's really happening is that you're hiding something out there. And it is going to send us back to the Stone Age. God help us all.
In 1954, we awakened something.
Well, there's nuclear tests in the Pacific. Not tests.
They were trying to kill it.
You have no idea what's coming.
Can you kill it?
The arrogance of man is thinking nature is in our control. And not the other way around.
In case you're wondering, yes, I have already pre-purchased my tickets for Godzilla in IMAX 3D. The film opens nationwide on May 16th, and it's rated PG-13, well, because it has a lot of big scary monsters in it. Stay tuned, because when we come back, we're going to take a look at this week's box office top 10. Welcome back to Real Critics. Now, if big scary lizards aren't your thing, fortunately, there's a little bit of something for everyone playing at a theater near you tonight. Let's take a look at this week's box office top 10, and my spidey sense tells me that the guy behind me might have made that list.
Life is really a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury and signifying nothing.
In the number 10 spot, God's Not Dead.
Why do you want to be a lobby boy?
Who wouldn't? At the Grand Budapest, sir.
At number 9, the Grand Budapest Hotel.
What if you could prove that the supernatural was merely a manifestation of what already exists in the mind?
The Quiet Ones takes the number 8 spot.
The only way you can survive is for each of you to claim your rightful place.
And coming in at number 7, Divergent, which has grossed $142 million in the 7 weeks it's been released.
1, 2, 3.
Paul Walker's Brick Mansions comes in at number 6.
Well, this year's off to a great start. Ow, ow.
And in the number 5 spot, it's Rio 2.
The ones that do call him the Winter Soldier.
Chris Evans holding steady in the number 4 spot with Captain America, the Winter Soldier, grossing a whopping $237 million in its 5 weeks release.
In heaven, this little girl came up to me. She told me she died in your tummy.
At number 3, Heaven is for Real.
You haven't dated just one guy in a long time. You cleared the whole roster.
Cameron Diaz's chick flick, The Other Woman, takes the number 2 spot.
You know what it is I love about being Spider-Man?
And coming in at number 1, it's The Amazing Spider-Man 2, grossing $91.6 million in its first week of release. Well, it looks like folks are still lining up to see the dynamic duo of Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone in Spidey's latest adventure. Now that brings us to this week's Real Critics Trivia. For what film did Emma Stone receive a Golden Globe Best Actress nomination? Was it The Help, Easy A, or Friends with Benefits? Email your answer to trivia@realcriticstv.com for your chance to win a pair of movie tickets, and tune in next week to find out if you're our winner. When we come back, we'll take a look at what's new on home DVD. Welcome back to Real Critics. Now let's say you've had a long week, you just want to kick back, relax, and have a few laughs. Well, we've got just the thing for you on home DVD. This week, new on home DVD is the comedy Awful Nice. Now, I had the pleasure to talk with the filmmaker Todd Sklar about this film, which chronicles a road trip between two estranged brothers as they're off to sell their family's vacation home in Branson following their father's death. This film is packed with antics and hilarious moments galore that literally made me laugh out loud. And it also features an amazing cameo, almost unrecognizable cameo, by one of my favorite actors, Chris Maloney. Let's take a look.
Jim? What's up, stupid?
It's so good to see the two of you together again.
What's that? Aren't hearing it.
Nice, we rich, man?
Not quite. We did get the lake house, though. I'm gonna go down to Branson.
Perfect. When do you want to leave?
You're not coming with me.
We'll check in, and then we'll just sort of...
That was a cheap shot.
What business do we have here today?
Signing some papers and picking up some cash.
I'm not sure if you've seen it, but it's not exactly in its best condition.
I think we're gonna take these renovations on ourselves.
That's a fact.
That is a fact. Actually, that's a lie.
Yeah.
I can fix that. You got work to do.
Dave, you were gone for 3 hours and you bought beer instead of supplies.
I got supplies in the car. Guess how much that was?
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
$900.
For Virtua Cop?
Yeah, Virtua Cop 2.
Why do you know these guys? I hired them to fix the house.
Everyone in the service industry in Branson is Russian Mafia, dude. That's what I'm telling you.
Two things you have to remember.
Dave!
Know how to party.
Let's get this party started, dude. These are dog pills.
You gotta get the ratio of like the dog to person. It's not rocket science.
Yeah, you're right. It's like actual science.
Know how to forgive.
That's coming out of your half.
Have you guys had a chance to look at the menu?
3 tequila shots, 3 orange webs, 3 beers. That's it.
I got something to say to you guys about minding your own business in an alleyway. Ow!
Honestly, John, that's the worst advice anyone's ever given me. Oh my God, what are you doing?
What? Drinking donut.
You literally have a mouthful of trash right now.
You know what they say, one man's trash, another man's treasure.
Are your pants on backwards?
No, my pants aren't on. Oh, maybe, yeah. I drove here.
I'm telling you, you've got to check this film out. It is absolutely hilarious. And one other interesting tidbit is that the film actually premiered last year at the 2013 South by Southwest Film Festival. So congratulations to Todd and continued success. Well, there you have it, folks. That's a wrap. Thank you so much for tuning into Real Critics. We've shown you the highlights from the 44th Annual USA Film Festival, given you everything from superheroes to supermodels in the box office top 10, and shared a must-see comedy DVD home release. Thanks for tuning in. Join us next week where we'll be back with more of your favorite celebrities and the biggest films in Hollywood. You can always catch us online at realcriticstv.com. And in the meantime, I'll see you at the movies.